Mm, 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 mm. Mm, mm, mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I love music. Mm, 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 mm. Mm, 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 mm. I love music. Mm, 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 mm. Good morning, everybody. Good morning, y'all. Let's rise and grind around here, y'all. If y'all don't know why people going live from the United States, if y'all don't know why people falling asleep on their lives, cause you gotta have 1,000 hours live time to get paid. I'm just finding that out. Ain't that something? You gotta have 1,000 hours live time to get that creator award. Y'all feel me? So good morning to everybody that's coming on and off, y'all. I'm strolling through a few things, and look, please don't start that. Look, look, don't turn on that game. Do you hear what I'm telling you? Bye bye. It ain't even that type of thing. Y'all gone. No, y'all gone. We not gonna do that routine this morning. I'm gonna do what I'm gonna do on my lab, and then we gonna do something different, like clean up my house. We ain't playing no game today. I'm sorry, y'all. It had to go down right quick. But good morning, y'all. I don't know if y'all stuck in the house like we is, but in Michigan it's below 24 degrees or something like that, and ain't nobody in school. So let's just keep it real. I've been stressing without school. I've been stressing. My kids ain't been to school all week. Y'all feel me? So, I ain't trying to say, what I'm saying? I want them to get on them teacher nerves, but I appreciate my little 7 hour break every day. Okay, so y'all, let's get into it, y'all, before I bring up that next photo, you know what I'm saying? But I wanted to see, can we hear something? I know I didn't erase it. Let me see, let me look for this video, Y'all, so let's recap a little bit. So yesterday, I came live, and I was really, I guess I was fed up. You know what I'm saying? I was fed up. And I realized that I'm getting too much in these people business. You know what I'm saying? Like, let me bag up off of people business, because we are too close together, and I wouldn't want my family to be in a beef because I'm in somebody's business. Y'all feel me? Y'all, let's just keep that real, because we ain't no joke neither. So I said, let me quit commenting on these people's stuff. Let me back up, but let me get back to the social media buzz about it, though. Let me get back to that one about it. So, I might unfriend a few people that I done found out. And then let's just keep it real, y'all. Yesterday, something told me to go through my followers on Instagram, because I had seen something on Roxy page that started me. And I ain't going to talk no more about that neither. But it was a lot of people following me from the Harris family. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, what the fuck is going on? You know what I'm saying? So, I started getting cloudy. It started getting kind of crappy. I started thinking stuff. I started looking out my window. You know what I'm saying? I started turning on my cameras like we in Detroit. Y'all feel me? And sometimes, opinion, or your opinion can be the truth, and it will. Y'all, look, it's just the truth. You know what I'm saying? That's why you got to be very careful on how you word your words about other people's business, especially if you don't know it. You know what I'm saying? And I ain't saying nothing happened or I done been involved in nothing. It's just that I got into my feelings listening to Roxy talk about all the people that supported this story, and she didn't mention social media. Now, Instagram ain't got it like that, but it's on there. Facebook, it's okay. But if you go on TikTok, It's mounts and mounts and mounts and mounts and mounts of information about Naziah Harris. I want to tell every TikTok creator that has created this story and put it together for us, I'm proud of y'all. Even the people that ain't got no views. The only reason why you didn't get no views because you was late on putting the buzz out there. That's all. You know what I'm saying? You got to be on it. You know what I'm saying? And then you got to have them keywords. You know, you'll be in family related content. Let's talk about that for 1 minute. Y'all, I'm looking for this video with Naziah Harris daddy speaking for a minute. But you'll be in fan-related content if you don't punch in the first keywords right, and if you don't put in the match with your... So, for instance, if I post about a love letter, bam, that's what I'm going to hit it with. Then I'm going to go to the captioning and I'm going to say, this is my first love letter. Y'all understand what I'm saying? Then it's going to be in the search engine as love letter or love. Y'all feel me? You want to be in the search engine when you do your content, because that's when you going to get low views. You know what I'm saying? It's a lot of people covering this right here. And let's just keep it real. I happen just to be one of the first accounts to cover it because I'm from this, from this city, and it was on the news. My mama called me like, did you hear about this? And that was in February 2024 because by her being so young, now let's not keep it real, y'all. They are fanning a lot of little kids around Detroit, and ain't nobody putting that out there. Ain't nobody saying it, but I'm here to keep it real. But they done found a lot of kids around Detroit looking for Naziah, and they ain't telling us who them victims is. They, that's bold. You know what I'm saying? And I just found that out. You know what I'm saying? And like somebody told me, I shouldn't be talking about my correction officers and stuff I got in my family. You don't know their name. People probably don't even know they my family. I ain't no snitch. What's wrong with you? I know how to do it. I just want to let people know that my information be legit. I ain't playing no games out here. And let's just keep it real. You can't do stuff like this if you scared. You can't be a news personality if you ain't ready to hold that weight of them messed up comments and them frustrating back and forth thoughts. No, you got to get bigger than this. You know what I'm saying? You got to know that people is ignorant and they think that's a bad word. So the people that think ignorant is a bad word, you stay what? 50 feet from them. You don't argue with stupid people. Okay? And that's the truth. Okay, so for some reason, did I get rid of that content, Doug? Okay, let's go back, y'all. Let's go back. Because somebody actually shared this. I had shared it. I'm still sharing stuff on Facebook, y'all. And let's just keep it real, y'all. Have you ever heard of a petition that you can get and you got to pay $11 after you sign the petition? I don't know. Somebody come up here and explain that to me, because I never heard of that. Because all the petitions I've signed, like when we signed for Big Meech here in Detroit and stuff like that, that didn't cost us a damn to do that. You know what I'm saying? Petitions, I didn't think that they cost. That's all I'm saying. So let's see. Somebody shared my post. Okay, now here we go. Somebody actually shared this post. Now, who was it?
It's about that time, man. I am waiting for everybody to connect.
Can y'all hear this?
To the broadcast and whatnot, so we can get this thing started, man. So without further ado, y'all.
Can y'all hear that?
Get yourselves comfortable, man, so we can have this conversation with this young lady's family, her father, and her grandmother's cousin. I believe it is, man. So let's go ahead and roll this intro, man. I'll be right back.
This is the kind of show. This is the kind
Wait, we can't roll his intro on my stuff. So we'll turn that down, you know what I'm saying? And we'll get back to that because his intro can't roll on there. But that's Marco. Let's see. Let's look at his name now. I'm going to look at it before we leave. But anyway, we'll let that intro. But we just going to small clip it. This is under the copyright law 107, fair and public use. You know what I'm saying? I'm brawling this little segment. But we just going to listen to like about a good maybe 4 or 5 minutes of her daddy, you know what I'm saying? Because I just want y'all to hear what I hear. You know what I'm saying? I hear a lot of excuses, for not standing up, taking care of business, and right now in this video, I don't really skip it because I don't want us to miss it, but apparently he can't get on the Zoom. But we do see a quick flash of Naziah Harris. Daddy do get on the Zoom. But guess what? I was so mad. Like, why would nobody tell him to go to the settings and turn on his mute? And on his mic. You know what I'm saying? So this is the part that I'm looking at on this video. So I'm going to wait till he actually get on the phone before I turn it back up. But I got another slide that we're going to talk about. Y'all don't even want to see this one. Like, for real. Let me see. Let's see this one. Y'all know, girl. Y'all know how I go early in the morning. Y'all about know. You know what I'm saying? For real. You know what I'm saying? That's how it goes. Okay, let's see. Let's see. Is this an effect? Okay, yeah, okay. Let me show y'all this. Okay. Now, this was going on Instagram. This is what's going down. I'm sorry, y'all, that I gotta expose y'all like this, but this shit is crazy. I mean, this stuff is crazy. I'm trying to quit cursing, even though, they let you drop a curse word every now and then. I'm still trying to steer myself away from that. But y'all, it's a minute. Before he joined the live with this radio star, I see a little face. He ain't got on there yet. But do y'all see what I see in this photo? Like, do y'all see what I see in this photo? So this is one of her viral videos, y'all, because Naziah Harris got over 15,000 followers on Instagram. She got more followers than me. You feel what I'm saying? She got over 15,000 followers on Instagram right now, and she got a lot of viral videos going. And I did put her, I don't know how to pin yet. Oh, yeah, I can pin when I do this, right? Wait a minute. I don't want to be doing too much, but I do need to put Naziah. Let me see. Y'all, let's put Naziah handle in here into the Instagram so everybody can find her accurate page on here. Okay, y'all. 1 minute. There we go. So it's called Zaza Private _Life 2. Zaza. That's what I want to say she's saying. That's what she's saying, I think. Let me see, y'all. Wait a minute. Okay, let's put it in there. Zaza. Private. And it's so sad. I just look at her and wonder who she dancing for. You know what I'm saying? Like, man, my daughter, man, that's my everything. Like, man, I wish I just could have been there. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? Like, come spend the night with me. You know what I'm saying? Like, I just wish I could have been there. And I don't even know these people. It's just something that I wish I could have been. You feel me? So, y'all, let's see. Did that go all right? Okay, let's see. Can I pin it now? Okay, there you go. Pin the comment for a minute. That it is Naziah Harris, her Instagram. That one, the one that got over 15,000 followers right now. She only made 54 posts, so it ain't gonna take you no long time to watch them little 54 posts. And she got like really quick videos, you know what I'm saying? So it's really fun and it's really supporting. And then it might make you feel better. But anyway, one of her videos, you know how the people is. Why did we see it was 5 refrigerators in Annette house? Because Annette got a lot of kids there. Then why is a chain on the refrigerator Annette? Why is a chain on the refrigerator Annette? Look, I don't care what's in that refrigerator. I don't care what's in there. My grandmama told me when I was growing up, when people lock their refrigerator up, it's some dark stuff going on in their house, baby. And I don't want you to stay too long in their house. This is what she used to tell me when I used to go meet my friends. She said, if you go in one of your friends' houses and the refrigerator, it got a lock on it, baby, you get your butt up out of there. You feel what I'm saying? Get your butt up out of there. Yeah, that's her other Instagram. You know what I'm saying? Let me pin that one. That's her other Instagram. That one ain't got as many followers as that other one, though. What? So I gotta watch that one. See, I ain't watched the whole video of that one. Y'all say, okay, wait a minute, y'all. I'm about to, what the fuck? Okay, so y'all heard what she said in them comments, y'all. You know what I'm saying? Let's pin that comment for a minute. Let's pin that comment for a minute. Y'all feel what I'm saying? I'm learning a little. But anyway, that bruh chills up my spine when I zoomed in and seen that lock on that door. That is some child neglect stuff. That's what my grandma told me, and that's what I always believed. You should not pry your kids for going in and out the refrigerator. You know what I'm saying? That's something that kids is gonna do because that's a part of having a fun childhood. Is to be able to eat the fun things out your refrigerator, to be able to come home, don't have no worries, your mama and daddy ain't arguing. Y'all understand what I'm saying, huh? So, I seen this damn lock on this refrigerator, and it blew me for a loop. Y'all feel me? Let me go back to the video, y'all. 1 minute, y'all. Y'all. Y'all, what y'all think about that? Have y'all, like, I know that a deep freezer can have a lock on there because you got ham in there. And let me tell you who Ham is. Ham is the uncle that always steal the ham and the turkey. You feel me? His name might be Turkey. His name might be, you know what I'm saying? But he keeps stealing it. And that's the name that he wear in our house. So we had one that used to steal the ham all the time. And we used to call him Ham too. You know what I'm saying? Behind his back. You know what I'm saying? But, sometimes, I can understand why you would put a lock on your refrigerator. You feel what I'm saying? Because ham stay there. Y'all feel me, huh? But when you got a house full of children, and it's not the only lock. Y'all got to go watch. Look, it's not. It got to be in the beginning because you would see it because she got a row of videos look like she made in one day. Like, it's just sad, and it ain't sad that she making the videos really good, but they just a little too grown for her. You know what I'm saying? And people talk the crap about my daughter, videos, and I forget to listen to the lyrics sometimes. I be when me and my daughter make our videos, I be listening to that beat, you know what I'm saying? I ain't listening to nothing this man said, ooh, push it, I do it. I ain't heard none of that. I just heard the beat, you know what I'm saying? So, it's just, and then with how she dancing and who she dancing for, maybe I'm thinking in it too much. You feel me? I'm saying? Maybe I am. But anyway, y'all, he coming on.
That's about it. Trying to stay alive.
This Naziah Harris daddy. Marvin Jenkins.
You spoke to me last night. You said that you had no idea about what was going on in regards to the situation. So what did you know or what didn't you know as far as what's going on?
So I got a really, really bad heart. Operates at 5%. So I was in a hospital when the police contacted me. And so it took me by surprise. So they asked if they could give the grandmother the number. I'm like, yeah, because, we had lost contact.
Can y'all hear that?
So they gave her the number. So I continued talking to the police. Everything, like she said, everything that this woman has said, it's been like in a common way. Like, she's a straight A student. She sent me pictures of, like young pictures, like to where in my mind I'm like, okay, my baby's still okay, So with Naziah and Naziah mom, just briefly, okay, we had made an agreement when she was born that the grandmother would take care of her. Now, the grandmother needed full rights to be able to provide full.
Now, I got to pause him on that. What I found out is that he couldn't take Naziah in because it was going to disrupt his marriage. But guess what he gonna say?
Yeah. You know, so we both signed over our rights to the grandmother.
Hold on, y'all. Wait a minute. No, go up out of my room. Ain't no nothing like that. I just told y'all what to do. Y'all get ready to start cleaning up my house. Get out of here.
You know, I would still go over there, birthdays, taking clothes, everything. When I had this procedure done to my heart, I didn't have a phone for a while because I was in the hospital. They put a defibrillator pacemaker in. I had to go to rehab to work, so I lost contact. When I got out of there, they had moved, so I couldn't get in contact with them. Now, forward 3 or 4, maybe 5 years later to now, however much time that was, now my daughter's missing. You know, and that's when the police came down.
Okay.
So that's briefly.
Okay. Now, I want to say, without, as I don't mean no disrespect by it, but like, without getting into too much your business, your personal business, I guess as deep as you want to go, why was it that you felt like you needed to give your rights up to her as opposed to raising her yourself if you knew that the mother was in whatever condition that she was in where she couldn't take care of her? Why didn't you take her?
All right, so I made a decision. For one, without my wife knowing. See, I'm married, so I made a decision without my wife knowing. And her name is Chantel. Tail knew my position where I was in because we had worked together. And, we had told the grandmother, the situation. So, and I know people are going to go ham or whatever, but I tried to be as responsible as my mind at that time could take me. And, I didn't run. Everybody want to say something. Go get them other guys that ain't taking care of this and ain't taking care of that. I took care of it. So, it was only because at that time, in my mind, I was trying to protect my wife's feelings.
Come on, man, tell the truth.
Without her even knowing.
So when you said you made a decision without your wife knowing, the decision was to give up custody of your daughter, or what was the decision?
To sign the rights over so the grandmother can do full, so she'll be able to provide anything that she needed as far as funding, state, whatever she might need.
So you made that decision without your wife. So do you feel like had you told your wife the situation, she would have what? Maybe convinced you to take her, or
of course not.
Convinced you to do what you
know
did?
What? Now, when all this happened just now, I even apologized to my wife because I took away my wife's ability to, have her own feelings for the situation, and I knew that, and I had to have that conversation again with my wife. Now, had I not done what I done, I know for sure this situation wouldn't have happened. And it's
let me just pause on this. Let me just keep it real. He's supposed to not make his wife look bad. He not supposed to do that. But he know dang on well if she from the D, just like I am, he wasn't bringing no baby up in his house. He wasn't bringing no baby up in there. Do y'all hear what I'm saying? He wasn't bringing no baby up in there. You know what I'm saying? The women around here, we a trip. You know what I'm saying? I just realized through this case that I'm wrong in a lot of situations I make. Y'all understand what I'm saying? This changed me with some of the stuff that y'all this just shit. It's personal, but you got to check yourself. You know what I'm saying? Sometimes the kids need to come over your house. Sometimes the kids need a different environment. You know what I'm saying? You got to know when the other mother or the other parent is crying out. That's just my point. I got things I got going on. This man got a lot of kids. You know what I'm saying? You know, he's still getting DNA with grown kids. Y'all feel me? So that's all I'm saying is that this case made me think different about the choices I make because I'm from Detroit and ain't no way he bringing no baby up in my house. You feel me? I'm just keeping the reals, but after this, I got to check myself. Like, what you mean? Like, this man make a mistake, and what if the mama is not in the right frame of man to be able to do it? You know who you got in the bed with, because you got in the bed with him the same way, didn't you? Huh? You know, 9 times out of 10, when you become the wife, you just was the wife with the sweetest. Let's get it.
She would have had the 2 homes to go to and come to.
Y'all serious in my business,
and a lot of stuff. But you know, my background growing up, it wasn't. I mean, I think it's still. You gotta understand, everybody don't make right decisions. Everybody just hear the story. Oh, he should have done this. I'm pretty sure you should have done some things too. Now, I'm just being upfront and truthful about what happened at that time. That's all I'm doing.
Right.
You know, and I wanted, if somebody want to ask, fine, but I still don't want to get away from me putting the information out here that I do know.
Okay, right.
You know, for the main reason we're here.
Yeah, most definitely.
But I do think people deserve a background like, where's this guy being though?
And that's what that's what I wanted to ask you. Like, who are you? You know what I mean? Because a lot of people seem to be forming an opinion, not knowing whatever the situation may be. So I was just trying to give you a platform to speak your piece and say what you had to say as far as how you felt about the situation, and as well as about what you know, as far as going on, as far as I guess the conditions of the family that she was living in, and all of that. So I mean, what beyond what I just asked you, would you like people to know about the situation, whether it be like I said, about the family or you, or what do you want the people to know?
I mean, I would take any questions if somebody want to ask, but as far as if we are moving forward to the grandmother of Naziah, I'm going to move right forward.
Okay, now before we do that, though, I do see one question I want to address. Now, somebody asked, so did you cheat on your wife? Okay, and conceive the baby?
Yeah. That is what it would be.
So that means you wouldn't have never took this out?
That is what it would be.
So you did that to basically protect her from knowing about her and gave her up to the grandmother. Mm-hmm. So at what point did she find out about your daughter?
So, for one, when you put yourself on child support, they come out. I didn't know that. So they came out, and I came home from work one day, and I had to have a total conversation with my wife. And what had happened had been done already. And
hold on. Didn't he just say that he didn't tell his wife, and he took the opportunity from her? But guess what? The child support officer came out to the house, and he didn't know that, and he had the long talk with his wife. But he sat up here and apologized to her again when all this came out. What the fuck? Okay, let's get back into it.
That's how my wife found out, and I had to deal with it, and
damn, he laughed.
I had to deal with it.
So now, one thing that was in the back of my mind, as I was learning the history from some of the family of Lady, I guess that's her name, that's what y'all call her or whatnot, and her history.
I call it Chantel.
Okay, Chantel.
I call it Taylor Chantel, yeah.
Chantel, I didn't know, I couldn't remember her first name. Like, what was she like when you were with her? If you could give us a window into that.
we worked together. You know, we redid homes, and she was really good at painting, drywall, and things like that.
A
So
lot of stuff.
I don't know if I was arguing at home or and I used to drink heavily, smoke weed and drink all day back then, and was probably led to some of my conditions. So intoxicated, she was like a real cool person, like to work with, and I guess
Yeah, I'm sorry. My
under
comments
influence, one thing led to another, and the situation had happened. But Chantel was dibbling, dabbling with drugs back then. I believe it was like coke. I think it was cocaine.
I'm sorry, y'all. My comments weren't moving.
Cocaine, but
did you ever use it with her? You ever used it with her?
Oh no, I don't. No, okay. No, I ain't even that type of cat. So, and Chantel was, bisexual. So, it was kind of like.
Hold on, wait a minute. So you took Kenyatta home to Chantel? Is that what he said? Is that what I missed that. Hold on, y'all. I missed that the first time I watched. I missed that. I got to put that in my notes, y'all. Dang, I need to put that in my notes. I did not know he said that his wife was bisexual. Okay, let's get back into it. No wonder they was eating him up in the comments.
You know what I'm saying? So, and that's what it was. Now, as far as when I talk to the grandmother, this situation has gotten a lot worse. Now, Chantel had a son before Naziah. You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
He said the right name. Or is he saying the right name?
And you know what?
Didn't he just say his wife's name was Chantel?
I don't know if I heard right.
Come on now, I got to listen to this again.
Chantel might even be adopted to her mother. I don't even know. Now these are things that I did not know. I just did not know.
Too. Slowing up. Oh.
So, and then the other two kids, they like, cause they said they all ran away when they were younger. So this is what I'm saying. All this stuff, I didn't even know. There was no communication or relationship like that. People make mistakes. People do things and they make mistakes, and you go on with your life. And at that time, you do damage, and you have to learn and you grow.
Hold on, let me push pause.
You just have to keep going.
Now, somebody that came on my live hating, and then reported my live, and this man of us ain't even talking about nothing. Now, I'm gonna find out who the hater is. Yes, I am. I'm gonna find out who the hater is. Let me see what this is. Y'all trying to mess up my life. This is what's wrong with us now. This is exactly what's wrong with us now. This is why we not unified. This is why we not getting nowhere as nowhere. Y'all feel me? This is exactly why we the only ones going viral with negativity. Nobody going viral with nothing that's positive. Kids graduating. Yeah, man's graduating. When I put that out there, they get about 85 likes, you know what I'm saying? But I don't like when you sitting up here reporting my live and this man ain't even talking about nothing. This is this man that passed away. God rest his soul. May he rest in peace. But he's speaking his piece, and I'm speaking my opinion. Now, just because the man passed away, I'm supposed to have sympathy for what he's saying? Get a grip. Is you for real? And when I was out there doing my thing, and I'll never forget it, I had just had my 4th child. I got 7, right? Yeah. I just had my 4th child, and I was getting blowed that night. I was getting blowed, and I kept saying to my man, I'm going to quit. But I never did quit. And when I did go into labor, it was supposed to be the most joyfulest time in my life. And guess what? It really wasn't. I had my baby on the side of the road in the ambulance. That was supposed to go viral in a good way. but it didn't go viral, and I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I got to the hospital, they seen I was looking so brutally beat down and misused that they didn't even want to share the blessing because I wasn't looking like that. I wasn't looking up to their part. So we gotta quit trying to think that we stripping people or we holding people back. You know what I'm saying? We ain't holding nobody back. You holding yourself back when you hate. You holding yourself back if you don't want to get the truth out here. If you don't want nobody to listen to facts that's on the other end that ain't never heard his side. And it shouldn't even be cut like that. You know what I'm saying? He ain't even, I don't even, everybody, this right here is one thing for sure. You can't even see the radio show host, and he turned up. He turned up more than I'm turned up. That's why I got my green screen on. Let me see what they say. No, she was made out of love. You know what I'm saying? She was made out of love. It was just that it was the love of a selfish person's. Because both parents were selfish in this decision that they made. And knowing that one parent had a sickness and the other parent had a whole life that they was having. So, they were just really selfish towards what they made, and they didn't think about nobody else. And that's what's wrong with us too. And that's what I was trying to tell people, is that I know I'm about that life. I did what Desire Harris mama did. I did that. Yeah. And I was out there living my best life. And I ain't gonna even lie, I don't even regret it. I had fun doing that. But I don't wish that on nobody else. And I wish somebody would tell whoever sitting at the table now, don't do it. Don't do it. Your life gonna change forever. But ain't nobody gonna do that. You know that? Because everybody at that table waiting for one more. And you got the money. They not gonna do it. They gonna help turn you out. You feel me? So, y'all trying to block my laugh. I'm gonna try to listen to this again. I already done got restrictions, you know what I'm saying? Ain't nobody sending no gifts or nothing, you know what I'm saying? Let's just keep it real though. But I ain't about to let y'all get me blocked for 24 hours, you know what I'm saying? That's not, it ain't cut like that. You know what I'm saying? I don't even go laugh. But I will be going laugh, and we're gonna behave. You know what I'm saying? I'm going to get me some moderators and stuff like that. You know what I'm saying? I know what to do. You know what I'm saying? I just ain't did to do. So let's see, can we get into it a little while? Because I really want y'all to listen to this. I really want to. And his part about 30 minutes, and then the radio person, he going to start kind of like rushing him off. You know what I'm saying? Because he ain't owning up to his mistake. He ain't owning up as being a deadbeat. He ain't owning up and saying that, man, I just couldn't take her in, dog. I made a mistake. You know what I'm saying? He ain't going to say that. You know what I'm saying? And unfortunately, we all know as parents and whatever else what he should have said, So we'll try it one more time, but if that restriction come on, I'm just going to turn my camera off, and I'll catch up with y'all later.
Have to keep going through life, and that's basically, and that's what it was. That's what it is.
Okay, one more thing that was on my mind to ask you before you get into your comments about the grandmother and whatnot. Like, so since you cheated on your wife and had Nevaeh, and you kept that secret from her to protect her, once she find out, she didn't say, bring the baby home. Like, what was that? That was never a conversation as far as after she found out?
Yeah, it was always a conversation. It was always a conversation. That was one of the main reasons I was taking bikes, clothes, whatever that baby wanted over there.
That baby.
And that's,
That's the reason why you was taking things over there, because y'all was having conversations about bringing her.
We were trying to get, to still be in the baby's life.
Okay, be involved.
When you make a decision, you just can't just automatically change it. Like, no, right. Yeah. You just don't do that. So you show you can be there, and you show you can be responsible. And that's what I was doing. I was trying to be responsible. I kept up my child support payments. To this day, they're still going. And
y'all hear that?
And so, and that's what it is. My wife is a very supportive person, you know, and it's nothing that it was nothing on her. And none of this is on my wife at all.
We didn't say
She's
that.
a beautiful, supportive person.
I don't think nobody said that.
And that's what it is about her, you know.
Dig it. Okay, so, I guess with that being said,
let's just keep it real, though. I know I heard him say that his wife was both ways, and so that's how that happened. Now, I know I heard that, and I'm going to listen to it again. But I know I heard that.
Whatever the details is you want to share about the family or the grandmother, the situation, or, your whole...
They been knew about that baby.
This situation
it's
right
crazy.
Now. Okay. So, it's like, when I was in the hospital, and she was cueing me in on everything, she was telling me, like the baby never ran away. This has never happened before. And she was seen running with some kids, so, we're going to find her and we're going to bring her home. And, now my family's asking, like, well, are they going to do a police conference? And I'm like, well, Mama said they were going to do a police conference. They're trying to schedule. It's going to be on this day. Now, mind you, this is like around the 9th or whatever. I believe it was the 9th. When we was having these conversations. And I'm like, okay, so it was just kept on, like, we were going to do this, we're going to do this. She even said Chantel came down from Ohio to help pass out flyers. And when she had gotten there, I said, we were talking. I said, well, how's Tail doing? She said she's not doing too good about it. And I said, oh, okay. And I left it at that, because, I know what type of state Telly be in. So I left it at that. But she was helping look for, as far as I know, they was passing out flyers looking. So as time goes on, it's just a whole bunch of, like, I would call Mama, and I didn't want to bother her, but she was always be like, I'm tired, and yeah, baby, and she's always like she seemed like the perfect grandmother. I used to go over there, everything the house was immaculate,
They had blocks on the refrigerator.
Trying to do something. The baby was happy, cooking, things like that. It was never, and she's a God-fearing woman, so, it was always,
I didn't get that feeling.
A good vibe. So I respected her with a good vibe. You know what I'm saying? So, if she told me something, I really believed it. I would have never thought it would be so much shady stuff coming from her direction.
I feel him back.
And then they got twins. She has twins. They used to live with her. And so now, I guess one of them don't, one of them do. I don't know. I just know that's the part of the family that I don't.
So basically, you saying all of that to say that the picture was painted perfectly in your eyes, and it looked like nothing was going wrong, or nothing was ever wrong.
Well, I feel him on that.
Ever wrong.
I believe him on that.
And when this particular situation came about, they're telling you that this is something that never happened, and
Now, don't get it twisted. I believe that they painted that perfect picture. Give me my glasses. But this, I'm just saying that he could have did more. And then when he just sat up here and admitted that his wife went both ways, they had already encountered with this woman. And that means that that's because you don't do that. I did that before. Once you introduce your significant other to another person, it's on and popping when you ain't around. It's on and popping. And don't think they going to wait on you the next time, because they not. You feel me? And I was young when I did that, and I ain't know what I was doing. You feel what I'm saying? I learned early, you don't share. Not if you got feelings for that person. Now, if you just out there on the play, you can do it. But if you got feelings for that man, don't even let him talk you into doing no crap like that. But the bottom line is that's what I'm saying. I don't not believe that he thought she was safe. I don't not believe that. I do believe that. I'm talking about him not taking responsibility of being a deadbeat. That's just it. No matter what it is. He had made that mistake. He did that. You know what I'm saying? Evidently, the DNA came back 99.99% because he was paying child support. So he was supposed to step up. Like, I'm tired of us making excuses for the daddies that didn't help. Because what if he was there? We wouldn't be talking about her right now. We'd be talking about another Harris or whatever. Y'all feel what I'm saying? Like, for real. Fuck all that. Let's see what else he said.
They weren't worried about it as if they was expecting her to come back home anytime soon.
Right. No, correct. Now, I want to say this. Now, at this time, they were dealing with DPS, that's the Detroit school system police, right? So she had even explained that to me. So eventually, when I got out, I didn't want to keep talking to her, but I wanted more information, so I got out of the hospital. I wasn't even supposed to be walking. I'm on a medicine that keeps my heart pumping. I wasn't even supposed to be walking. I got nurses calling me because they was concerned because of police. And I'm out there, me and my wife passing out flyers, my sister, my son, my nephew, we out here passing out flyers. And I would stop over at Mom's house and try to get, direction of where I should go, what's going on. And she would just come out. She said, oh, yeah, we were out passing them out earlier. And this and that. I'm like, okay, well, we're going to do this. We out there day and night. But every time we went, they were in the house. And then the twins, I know them. They never came out the house. So I'm thinking, what's going on over here? So
he's
one
saying
day
they
I went
didn't
over
even
there.
want to help. Look for
I was
her.
having a conversation with the grandmother. She said, I don't know why everybody want to ask where, Chantel got an older son. I think he's around 70, 18 now. They want to talk to him. I don't know why the police want to talk to him. He ain't got nothing to do with it. You see what I'm saying? It's just her attitudes started changing.
Okay, so now you're saying that, right, basically you're saying all of that to say that, you notice red flags about certain situations and you probe them and ask them about it and they act suspiciously, I guess to say, for lack of a better way to explain it.
Mm-hmm. Right. Now, when we was trying, I said, Mama, and after a while, I'm like, Mama, we done put these flyers up. All the kids that we talking to, they're saying they know her, but they ain't seen her in 2 or 3 weeks. And I'm like, well, that's about when the thing happened. It ain't nobody seeing her, but Mama telling me they seeing her running up and down the street. I'm trying to keep calm. Now, after we go through, and I'm going to jump right back.
It look like that's what he called your mama.
DPS and the Detroit Police Department.
But, y'all, let's just keep it real. I don't really know. You know what I'm saying? But I know when they testified, the Naziah mama named Kenyatta Harris. You got Marquita Harris, the other twin, and you got Shannon Harris. But I found out it's 7 kids. So, what we know. You know what I'm saying? She hid so many kids from Protective Service to be able to get that license. Y'all feel me? So we just, you know what I'm saying, whatever. And then he got a slow organ. You know what I'm saying? Slow organs have you forget in the middle of a conversation, in the middle of life. Like, that's it. I'm dealing with that. I got a sister with a bad heart, and then Doug over here in stage 5 kidney failure. When they got slow organs, they have like a dementia, early signs of dementia, and they don't be aware of it. This is what they tell you in the support classes. The patient not aware of it, so you'll just be arguing, going back and forwards with things they lost and dropped around the house and stuff. So I realized in this conversation he was doing really good, but it is what it is. But this conversation is about to take a turn that I'm trying to get to, and I hope y'all get to it too. But this conversation, what he gonna say, like we hearing, we got sympathy. But he about to say something in this conversation.
Protocol, how they do things. If it's a runaway, I think they treat the situation different than a missing person. I don't know. Now that all this came out, I think she was reported as a runaway. You know, and I think that was set up like that. I really do. I really do think it was set up like a runaway for time purposes. And I'm simply saying that because I asked Grandma, I said, now look, Ma, you know, I just want to ask a few more questions. Let me tell you this. Now, we was talking, and she had told me the summertime, you know, oh yeah, she's a straight A student. She even went to the summer school classes and everything. So they had said that I pulled up with a guy was
this when it
at
turned
the school in a pickup truck. And Naziah had went out there to the pickup truck. And the principal had supposedly went out there and said, who are you talking to who is that? Naziah turned around and said, this is my dad. So the lady was like, yo, dad. So when she started walking towards her, they said the guy pulled off. So the Naziah came back in. So I said, well, Ma, you know, I didn't know where y'all lived at. She was like, yeah, because we moved. I said, well, ain't nobody called me. She was like, well, we tried to call. The number didn't go through. I said, Mama, I was in the hospital so long, I don't even know where that phone was. I said, you know, so, and if anything, what happened, I would call you. She was like, I know you're very respectful. So I'm not thinking of the conversation. So we still talking. I said, well, what did she say? She said she asked her, who was that? She said, she looked at her and said, that's my daddy, Anna. And she was like, that is not your dad. And this, that. So I think she said she started crying or whatever. And she said, we'll deal with this later.
Okay.
So I'm like, okay. So now going back real quick. Now, mind I told you when we got out, we was passing out flyers. I would go over and ask her what area should I go in. She was like, well, go down there to Chadsworth, on Chadsworth. So I guess the back of the school sits on Chadsworth. I said, well, why would I go down there on Chadsworth? She was like, because that's when Naziah walked through the field and met with that guy at the truck. I said, so she walked through the back of the school, Ma, and walked through the field?
Hold on, wait a minute. Did Naziah, grandmama just, because first off, let me clear that up. So Naziah was the one who started crying when she was like, that's my daddy. So she want them to quit asking her questions. So Naziah walked across this field to the guy in the truck. What she mean by that? So this is what I'm saying. Like that lady said, this stuff more deeper than we can ever imagine. Because somehow she knew that Naziah used to meet somebody in the truck. Maybe that's who Mimi and them was going to do their citizen arrest on, because it was supposed to run a white guy in the truck or something. Let's see. I don't know. We'll see.
Say all of that to say that they knew that she was possibly dealing with somebody out of her age range and was not doing nothing about it.
Now I'm about to tell you some more stuff. I'm just wanting to give you that scenario.
But you should tell nobody that.
Is smart, okay? If that was the case, I believe she was covering up for somebody. He didn't want them to get exposed. Now, as I listen to your podcast,
that's over age.
That she knows. Yep, that she knows. And they not her age. Now that I listen to your story, and it's like this guy who's one of the twins' boyfriends. You see what I'm saying? And this guy's supposed to have all.
Okay, y'all, let me stop that right there before I get blocked again. But this is why I feel the way I feel.
No, I don't want to hear another word.
Because my mama always been in the places my father was supposed to be. And I done told him. Now I'm glad I told him, but I don't wish nothing, upon him.
Don't talk to me ever again.
But the bottom line is that the father knew a man had been up to this school driving in a car. It don't matter if it was him or not. He knew this. He knew it. He knew it the day that the man came up to the school. He had an opportunity to come get his daughter. He had an opportunity right then and there. That should have been a red flag. Like, what is this? Who is my daughter seeing? Like, she only 12. Like, why is this man coming up to this school? Like, Y'all understand what I'm saying? Like, this is what I'm talking about. Like, he knew better. He knew that the man had been up to that school. And if I'm not mistaken, y'all, did Annette testify that she didn't get around to calling him, or did she testify she did call her father? You know, but the bottom line is she did or she didn't. That ain't a big point. That ain't even a big factor. The big factor is that he said that he was aware of this situation, y'all, and he didn't look more into it, y'all. He didn't look more into it. Y'all don't see nothing wrong with that? Okay.
Have all this sexual misconduct junk and all this nasty stuff. Okay, you know, red flag.
Dude?
Yeah, I believe that's him. I believe it's him. Because I don't know none of this. I don't, you know what I'm saying? So I don't want to say it's this guy, but I believe it's him. I just heard about this yesterday.
Get out of here.
Now, before all this,
Bye.
me and mom was having a conversation. I said, well, Mom, well, how did you manage? You know, she said, well, I think Shan, one of the twins, her man would pick up the kids from school sometimes, take them up to his shop, and they would clean up and work up there, and she would go pick them up.
Y'all hear that?
So I'm thinking, like, maybe this is
okay, look, everybody getting him in the comments. Wait a minute, let me just stop that. And this goes for everybody that was just in my comments talking about this and me saying something about the daddy. You didn't stick around long enough to get to what I was getting to. He just told y'all that he was aware of all this stuff. He was aware of Jarvis Butts and everything. Like, is y'all hearing this? Like, fuck that shit.
So, you know, I'm like, okay, Ma, you know, we need to look into that. She was like, no, because he ain't with her no more, you know, or whatever that she might have said, you know. So I'm thinking in my head, like, okay. But now I listen to your podcast, and I'm putting two to two together. So your podcast, I listened to that last night, right?
Right.
That night, I texted the grandmother.
So this man
I said, oh my God, I can't believe you. I said, twin, you know, like this shit really hurt. I said, y'all sick over there. I said, 7 kids, like 5 with this guy, 7. You know what I'm saying? But I asked Mama before I sent them texts, who is Jarvis? You know, this woman sat up there and act like she ain't know who he was, and then was like, that's his boyfriend. I said, well, is that the one that got in custody? She was like, look, her voice got real uppity then. She was like, look, I'm not saying nothing. The police say people gonna say things. When you get out here, they're gonna, and don't believe them until they come back and tell you what's what. But I've been asking you the truth about these situations, and you haven't been truthful.
Okay, so this is, because remember, y'all, Nazia's father was looking for her from the beginning, so he actually saying that he had an opportunity to, I guess, you know, I wouldn't want him to confront Jarvis. Jarvis is a younger man than him. He's very sick. He would have had to put somebody else, you know, life in danger to do, you know, like, I don't know, you know what I'm saying? I don't think that he loved her enough to even put nothing like that out there. You know what I'm saying? I'm just going to keep it real because this conversation is pissing me off. You know what I'm saying? Like, I don't know if it is nobody else. I don't know if anybody listening to what I'm listening to, but I'm sick with it. You know what I'm saying? I'm fucking sick. So, y'all, let's listen to a little bit more of this shit. I got my own daddy issues.
My daughter has been running away. But you tell me she has never done it before. I mean, it's so many things that's not added up.
I mean, and that's the thing that I'm hearing from a lot of people as far as, and I'm not here to throw nobody under the bus. I'm just discussing the things that I've heard and the things that I see. You know what I'm saying? And a lot of people are saying that the story from the person that it's coming from is switching up, like, you know, left or right, up and down. You know what I mean? So I don't know. And then so when I'm given the information that I'm heard, it may, I mean, that I'm being told, it may sound like my shit is up, down, left, and right. You know what I mean? But
right. But I mean, coming from the grandmother, man, this should be on point. Period.
And I'm gonna say this. You know, I actually obtained a contact number for the grandmother, and I called her not long ago, less than 2 hours ago, and I reached out to her, you know, respectfully, and said, you know, I'm Mark D from Selmar Radio. I'm a citizen journalist. I have an independent media outlet, and you know, I've been kind of covering the story over the last couple of days, and I wanted to reach out to you to see if you wanted to have a conversation and share your piece on what's going on. You know what I mean? I'm unbiased. I'm not the police. I'm not, you know, I'm a citizen journalist. I'm not even the mainstream terrestrial news corporate outlet. You know what I mean? So I was just giving her a platform to, you know, to speak. And, you know, to me personally, she sounded a little, I don't know if it was worried, disgruntled, or whatnot, but she declined my offer to speak and got off the phone real quick. You know what I mean?
Yeah, man. She ain't trying to deal with none of this, man. I'm telling you. That's why I didn't even want to ask her questions, because her demeanor was off. You know what I'm saying? I'm trying to respect her. She has always been, when you say grandmother, I'm talking like a respectable person. I don't even know what all this stuff, all the adoptions and all this stuff. It didn't even seem like that was in that category. It's like she's been adopted.
From what I hear, you know, the grandmother, and I don't know how true it is, right? But two other people is telling me they don't know how she ended up with not only your kids, but the other 7 kids under the age of 10 that's in the house right now, because she, in fact, lost her kids to CPS when they were younger. Her 5 kids, they all ran away or something like that. But that's just a story that I'm told. So
Right. Oh my God.
But yeah, man, like I said, man, I really just wanted to, like I said, hear, you know, how you felt, you know what I'm saying, see, you know, how you was doing, and give you a platform to speak, and ask you a couple of questions, because the main concern, you know, from even me, you know what I mean, was like, you know, where's her dad at? Like, where is he at all of this time? You know, so, you know, just wanted to, you know, give you an opportunity to speak and tell everybody what it is that you was going through in regards to all of this.
Oh yeah, I appreciate it, man, because, you know, when I do talk to police, you know, you only get you listen, and you got to let them do their job. You know what I'm saying? And I appreciate the Detroit Police Department. I do appreciate DPS, because when Detroit stepped in, bro, all this stuff started moving like clockwork.
You said,
you know what I'm saying? When Detroit Police got the case, everything started moving like clockwork. I want to get like Tamara, that police commissioner. She has been overly outstanding. Eric from the 300. My sister Kelly Sang. She has been networking, doing things, and I appreciate it. I mean, I'm talking about Eric called me for the 300. Called me at night. We got to talking. He said, "Hold on. We talking to the deputy chief, trying to get answers through." I didn't even know they worked that night like that, you know. So, and I really do appreciate it, and I really do think if it wasn't misled, I think a lot of stuff could have been done a lot faster. I really do think the whole situation was misled, like she was a runaway. You know, and to cover up some real sick stuff that was already going on over in the house.
But you should have known.
Yeah, that's kind of up the lane that you know, somebody else said. You know what I mean? As far as same thing that they said, man. So, but yeah, man, I'm gonna give you a break, sir. I'm not gonna keep you all night, man, and I'm gonna let you know, let the call-in line breathe a little bit. Everybody is discussing the comments.
Look, y'all, I'm already on the Android, so somebody already reported my labs, you know, but I have to do it. I can't get another restriction. Something just popped up. I didn't even catch what it said. You feel me? I didn't even catch what it said, you know what I'm saying? But that's basically the part of the conversation, you know what I'm saying? And that's what everybody's opinion not going to be the opinion that you want to hear. That's what this panel is for. It's not for me to be right or for you to be right. But if you know these people and you know what's going on, then you know that's what it is. You feel what I'm saying? But all of us just got something that we heard or we putting together, you feel what I'm saying? But all of us just got something that we heard or we putting together, or we studying together, I don't think should nobody have no judgments against the parents. You know what I'm saying? I just don't, you know what I'm saying? We can't judge the grandmother. We can't judge Shannon either. We ain't God. You know what I'm saying? Only thing we can do is have our opinions, you know what I'm saying, about all this. You know what I'm saying? So don't get it twisted, you know what I'm saying? Don't think that I wish bad upon nobody. It's just that it's damn. It's a really messed up situation for her to be out here like that. And it was okay for her to be grown at a certain age, long as she wasn't messing with nobody. You know what I'm saying? But, who know what her dreams was? What did she want to be when she grow up? How many children did she want to have? You know what I'm saying? Like, have anybody in the family ever talked to her like that? Have anybody ever asked her that? Can anybody tell us that? Yeah, one of her best friends. One of her best friends. But yeah, y'all, so I'm going, my kids done got up. Ain't no school in Michigan. It's 24 below. 24 below, y'all. I got the heat on 85, but I slept with it on 87. So it's really cold, and it feel like the heat then dropped off because I got it set, so it probably done went off, but it got to stay up. But feed them this morning and stroll through my stuff and probably have me a live conversation on YouTube. You know what I'm saying? Talk to my YouTube people and is able to be saved and, all that crazy stuff. But anyway, y'all, I don't know how y'all feel about this situation, but it's becoming very emotionally draining. It's people that's following me that's not heckling me, but it's just something about their energy. Y'all feel me? Like I ain't no Buddhist, I ain't into voodoo or nothing. I'm just not dumb. So, it's a lot of people that's following me they got my energy off. You know what I'm saying? So I'm trying to balance it back. And I'm trying to rebuke them type of spirits. Because you remember, y'all, you can get a spirit through a phone. So with that said and done, y'all, we're going to go ahead and get up out of here this morning. I think we did enough of our investigations. You know what I'm saying? Thank you for the love, likes, and all that other stuff. With that said and done, y'all, enjoy y'all morning. Don't let nobody get in or step in the way of your joy. Peace.